Hi students, welcome back. We are in chapter Electric Current. This is your lecture 4. Already we have seen 3 lectures about introduction part, current and voltage. If you have missed those lectures, link will be provided in description. You can watch that video and come back. In this lecture, once again we are going to discuss about current and voltage in brief, and we are going to see main concept, that is electromotive force. Maximum number of students will be confusing regarding concepts current and voltage. They think both are separate and which there is no any link between voltage and current. Some students think that electric current and voltage both are similar and both are same terms. Some students will understand like current is different concept, voltage is different concept, which are not at all related to each other. In this video, we'll see what is actually a current, what is voltage, what is the relationship between voltage and current, and when current is produced, what will happen to voltage? When voltage is produced, what will be happen to current? Everything we'll try to understand in this video. I'll explain concepts in brief. First, let us try to understand about electric current. You see, in circuit, whenever you attach a cell, you can observe current is produced in circuit. How to measure current and how to explain about electric current in circuit? First, we need to understand definition of electric current. What is electric current? Electric current is defined as the amount of charge crossing any cross section of conductor in 1 second. You see, metal is nothing but conductor, and what we have learnt, in every conductor, if it is a good conductor, there will be free electrons. These free electrons will be in motion. Whenever these free electrons are in motion, automatically we will call that motion of electrons, we will call flow of electrons as electric current. So what is meant by electric current? Amount of charges, these free electrons, nothing but charges, that should cross any cross section of conductor in 1 second. You see, this is conductor. You can consider this is small area of cross section of the conductor. Consider we have few electrons here. It is quite impossible for us to count 1 electron, 2 electron, 10 electrons. So instead of counting that one, we have one specified value, one fixed value to count electron, that is Coulomb. Already we have discussed what is meant by Coulomb. Coulomb is nothing but some group of charges, bunch of charges. How many charges? 6 into 10 to the power of 18 electrons combined together to form 1 Coulomb of charge. So in simple words, 1 kg is nothing but 1000 grams, isn't it? So 1 kg is a fixed value for 1000 grams, and 1 meter is fixed value for 100 centimeter. Same like that, 1 Coulomb is fixed for 6 into 10 to the power of 18 electrons count. So if you combine all those electrons together, we can call that one as 1 coulomb of charge, and that 1 coulomb of charge is very, very high amount. We'll discuss that what is that 1 coulomb of charge, why it is very high amount in our next video. So now try to understand 1 coulomb is nothing but group of 6 into 10 to the power of 18 electrons. Clear? So I told you in last video that 6 into 10 to the power of 18, how to count? 6, you can keep 18 zeros. 18 zeros if you keep, that is the count of electrons. Now consider we have this circle, this is group of electrons, I mean 1 coulomb of charge. Here we have another coulomb of charge. So in this conductor we have 2 coulomb of charges. Consider these 2 coulomb of charges crossing this area of cross section in 1 second. Now we can define electric current. Electric current is represented with letter I. I is equal to, now how many coulomb of charges passed? 2 coulombs. 2 coulomb of charges passed in 1 second. So now we can define it as 2 coulomb by 1 second, that is equal to 2 amp. Now if 2 coulomb of charges passed in 1 second, we will call it as 2 ampere of current present in the conductor. If 3 coulomb of charges passed, 3 coulomb of charges in 1 second, we will call it as 3 ampere of current present inside that conductor. Like that we have to define electric current. Electric current is defined as amount of charges. What are those charges? Free electrons crossing any cross section of conductor in 1 second. So electric current is further explained in simpler way as flow of electrons. So what is meant by electric current? Flow of electrons or flow of charges is called current. Electric current is equal to electric charge by time interval. Electric charge, that is coulomb. Time interval, we have to take it in second. Now I have mentioned electric current I is equal to electric charge, 2 coulomb of charge passing in conductor in 1 second. That is electric current. Next, moving to further concepts, that is formula for electric current, that is equal to electric charge by time interval. Electric current is represented with letter I, charge is represented with letter Q, time with T. Now SI unit of electric current is ampere, that is scientist's name denoted by capital A. So whenever you are representing scientist's name as SI unit, you need to represent with the capital letter, and if you want to represent total name of the scientist, you can represent with small case letters. And another thing we have to remember, there is no plural pronunciation. Like if they ask you how much current is present in conductor, you have to say 1 amp, 2 amp, 3 amp. Instead of that, we should not say 10 amperes, 20 amperes, etc. It is just ampere. They will ask you, what is meant by 1 ampere? Explain 1 ampere. What can you say? 1 ampere is defined as, or 1 ampere of current is calculated as if 1 coulomb of charge passing in conductor in 1 second. So in 1 second, 1 coulomb of charge should pass. Then it is defined as 1 ampere. If you want to define 2 ampere, then you have to say when 2 coulomb of charge passing in conductor in 1 second. Don't say 2 seconds. No. Always you have to calculate flow of electrons for 1 second. So for 1 second you need to calculate rate of flow. Clear? So 2 ampere is nothing but 2 coulomb of charge should pass in 1 second. If you want to say about 3 amp current is defined as 3 coulomb of charge passing in conductor or crossing the area of cross section in 1 second is called 3 ampere. You see, if you take this one 3 by 1, which is nothing but 3, 2 by 1, which is nothing but 2. If it is 2 by 2, then it will be 1, right? Now 1A is equal to 1C by 1 second. How to define 1 ampere? If 1 coulomb of charge crossing the area of cross section of conductor in 1 second is called 1 ampere. The SI unit of electric charge. Yes, electric charges also we can measure, and there is an SI unit for electric charge, that is 1 coulomb, right? This is also scientist name, so there is no plural pronunciation. You have to go with only coulomb. So 1 coulomb is nothing but 6 into 10 to the power of 18 electrons together, right? If you take 6 into 10 to the power of 18 electrons together, we have to call it as 1 coulomb. If you want to go with 2 coulomb, then it is 2 into 6 into 10 to the power of 18 electrons. So 6 into 10 to the power of 18 electron in the sense 6 with 18 zeros. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. This many electrons. These many electrons, nothing but 1 coulomb. 1 coulomb of charge is very high amount. Next, how can we measure electric current? Already we have seen ammeter is used to measure electric current. Ammeter is device which is always connected in series in circuit. This is an ammeter. Moving to next topic, potential difference. Potential difference is also known as voltage. Potential difference is also known as voltage. Now what is meant by voltage? Let us try to understand. Electric potential or potential difference or voltage is defined as the work done. So the work done per unit charge in bringing from one point to another point. So work upon charge. You see, let us go with one simple circuit. This is one simple circuit where we have one cell and connected to one bulb. Now, what is the main duty of the cell means it will provide some potential difference. Means cell produces voltage. Whenever you see cell, represent positive terminal, negative terminal, and you can represent V. V stands for voltage. So cell produces voltage. What is meant by voltage? It is potential difference. You see, we have two terminals. Big line is positive terminal, small line is negative terminal, you see this positive terminal has high potential, negative terminal has low potential. So we have potential difference. If both terminals are same like this, like parallel lines, there is no potential difference. So positive terminal is high potential terminal, negative terminal is low potential terminal. By this we can say there is some difference in potential. When there is difference in potential, automatically it will do some work. What work it will do? It will take all electrons from one place to another place. In next video, I'll explain about working of cell. If you understand working of cell, then it will be very clear for you regarding voltage and current. Here one thing you have to understand, voltage and current both are not different terms. Both are related to each other. If there is voltage, there will be current. If there is no voltage, there will be no current in circuits. Clear? So this cell produces voltage. I'll explain you in next video about working of electric cell. If you learn about working of electric cell, then it will be very clear for you to understand what is meant by voltage, what is meant by potential difference, and what is meant by current. Now, this cell produces voltage and all electrons, you see this electric current which is from positive terminal to negative terminal, it will move from one point to another point. You can consider this point as A, this point as B. Now it is moving from A to B, isn't it? So that is work done. In 9th class already we have discussed what is meant by work. Work is nothing but when force is used, body is displaced, then work is said to be done. Now electrons are displacing from one point to another point when force is applied on those electrons. So which object, which device is applying force on those electrons? This cell. Cell is applying force on all free electrons such that all free electrons are in motion. It is displacing, electrons are displacing. So we can call as work, right? So electric potential difference between points in electric circuit is the work done to move unit positive charge from one point to another. Only unit positive, negative also. Now potential difference is represented with the letter V. V is equal to work upon charge. V is equal to W by Q. So voltage is equal to work done to move charges. They'll ask you what is meant by voltage. You can say voltage is nothing but work done on charges to move those charges from one point to another point. V is equal to W by Q. V is equal to Fe into L by Q. Try to understand what is that Fe into L. Consider this is conductor and A point, B point. Here we have an electron. Some force is applied on that electron. That force is electric force, Fe. When force is applied, this body will displace from A to B. So force is applied, body is displaced. Distance between A to B is L. Fe into L, that is work. W is equal to Fe into L. That's what we got it here. V is equal to Fe into L by Q. So this potential difference is also called as voltage. And voltage we can measure. So what all the quantities we can measure known as physical quantity? All physical quantities have SI unit. SI unit of voltage is volt. That is also scientist name. That is Alessandro Volta. So it is represented with the letter capital V. Now if they ask you what is meant by voltage, what will you say? Voltage is nothing but work done to bring charges from one point to another point, or work done to move those charges from one point to another point. Now 1 volt is equal to 1 joule by 1 coulomb. What is the meaning for that? You know SI unit of work, that is joule. SI unit of charge, that is coulomb. Now what is the meaning for that? 1 volt is defined as 1 joule of work is done to move 1 coulomb of charge from one point to another point. Consider this point is A, this point is B. We have 1 coulomb of charge at A. We have 1 coulomb of charge. What is 1 coulomb of charge? 1 coulomb is equal to 6 into 10 to the power of 18 electrons. So this is bunch of electrons, 6 into 10 to the power of 18 electrons combined together to form 1 coulomb. Now we have 1 coulomb of charge at A. We have to move that charge from A to B. Now what we have to do? We have to apply some work. We have to apply some force to that. When force is applied, body will displace from one point to another point. It will move from A to B. Now we can say 1 coulomb of charge moved from one point to another point in 1 second, such that how much amount of work is done now? 1 joule of work is done. So 1 joule of work is done to move that 1 coulomb is nothing but 1 volt. So voltage is defined as 1 joule of work should be done for what? To move 1 coulomb of charge. That is voltage. So 1 volt is defined as 1 joule of work to be done to move 1 coulomb of charge. Now, how can we measure potential difference? Potential difference can be measured by using a device, voltmeter, which is always connected in parallel. So we consider that electrons move from low potential to high potential, that is negative to positive. What you have to understand from that? Flow of electrons in circuit is from negative terminal to positive terminal. Now direction of current, which is opposite to direction of flow of electrons, that is positive to negative. Don't get confused. Now we have to talk about electromotive force. What is electromotive force? You see, this is a simple circuit. We have one cell, 2 conductors and 1 torchlight. When it is connected properly, automatically bulb glows. So when the ends of conductor are connected to terminals of battery, the electrons in conductor move with drift speed. So when conductors are connected to battery, battery produces some force. Because of the force, electrons will displace. Where it will displace? In conductor. From negative terminal to positive terminal. All electrons will move from negative terminal to positive terminal in battery. In conductor, because of electric force acting on them. Now, what is meant by electromotive force? You see the diagram. We have 2 terminals, positive terminal and negative terminal, and already we have discussed about this. Fc stands for chemical force, Fe stands for electric force. Now, because of chemical force, electrons are generated. Because of electric force, those charges are moving towards terminals. So electric force is used to move those charges to particular terminal. Now, work done by chemical force on unit negative charge to move from positive terminal to negative terminal is known as EMF. So, generally EMF is defined as the work done by chemical force to move unit positive charge from negative terminal to positive terminal of the battery. So, electromotive force is nothing but work done by chemical force. That chemical force is doing some work. What work it is doing? It is moving charges from one terminal to another terminal. So it is pushing those charges. Force, nothing but pushing and pulling effect. That EMF, electromotive force, which is nothing but it will push all those electrons, or it will push all those positive charges, such that electromotive force is produced in cell. Now, what we have discussed in this video: current, which is represented with letter I. SI unit of current is ampere, represented with capital A. Formula for current is equal to I Q by T. Current is nothing but charge by time, measured with ammeter connected in series. Voltage, represented with letter V. SI unit is volt, represented with letter V again. Formula for voltage: V is equal to W by Q, that is work by charge, measured with voltmeter, which is connected in parallel. That's it, guys. In this video we have discussed about current, voltage in brief, and electromotive force. So what is electromotive force? Once again, in the name itself we have force. So some work is done by chemical force. Because of the work, charges will move from one terminal to another terminal, right? Always cell produces EMF, which is nothing but work. Simply we can say it as voltage. EMF is nothing but voltage, which is produced by battery. So in next video we'll discuss about electric cell. How does cell work? What are the chemicals present in the cell? How electrons will be produced, negative charges, positive charges, how it is produced, and how there will be electron flow in conductor. What is the use of cell? How cell produces voltage? What is potential difference? Everything we'll discuss in our next video. So if you like this video, share this video to your friends. Let us learn together. Let us grow together. Thank you, guys.